When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Baker's, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Baker's worth it every time. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply. When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Baker's, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Baker's worth it every time. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Oh, already got it going. It's already going. Lighter already popping.
Like Lil Wayne, bro, Lil Tunechi.
Real quick before we get into football, man, I feel like I gotta talk about this. It's our show, so we can do whatever the fuck we want to do on our show. So I flew home on Friday. Been here over the weekend, and I just want to say, as a Saints fan, like I understood ALS from like a distance, right, with Steve Gleason and everything. But to see someone in your family, like my mom, go through ALS, you truly see. I don't know how debilitating and terrible a disease like that is. So it was weird, man, because I was watching the game, at least the beginning of it, on my laptop, at my mom's house, and then I'm feeding her food at the same time, like literally feeding her. So all that to say, life is short. Life is so fucking short, and this, as notoriously said, like we don't get any do-overs. Like this is it. That's all we get.
Yeah, that's all we get, brother.
So enjoy it to the fucking fullest. If your people are here, friends, family, whatever it is, man, just make sure you give them their flowers now and don't fucking wait. Because shit can change real fucking quick, and it's just very, eye-opening, and to kind of just see it kind of unfold in front of you. So anyway, I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest and everything. Speaking of life is short, I feel like the New Orleans Saints going to continue to take a couple of years off people's lives, bro.
Ooh, boy.
Okay, so I feel like we've been at the Saints pretty hard. I won't say negatively, but they are now 3-2. They beat the Washington football team in Washington, get the win. With a very depleted, for like the amount of injuries the Saints have had on their team is insane. So for them to be 3-2 going into the bye, it feels a little dirty, because that Giants game is just that game that's just going to haunt us all season, bro. And then, of course, now everyone in the Giants game against Cowboys right now is getting hurt. Daniel Jones is out. Kenny Galladay out. Saquon out. But all that said, the Saints are 3-2. Jameis started off having a very the bad Jameis. And shout out to Who That Homo on Twitter who tweeted it out. The fact that he was able to kind of shake that off and still have a solid, good overall game, kind of continues to show that growth and maturity, because in the past, those bad plays would have 100% continued. Like it would have been an avalanche. Saw some great things from the defense. We can still nitpick them. I'm sure we're going to nitpick them. But at the end of the day, going into the bye where they can hopefully get healthy, the Saints are above 500. I know the Panthers beat them, but now the Panthers are 3-2 as well. Just saying, bro. Like things could be a lot worse, and Sean Payton has a lot to work with, especially coming out after the bye.
Yeah, I mean, just look at it, bro. Yeah, what? Okay, we got Mike Thomas, of course. I mean, the kicking game has been god awful, like the worst. It's the worst I've ever seen it, bro.
It's terrible, bro. It is terrible.
Eric McCoy, Traquan, Quan, David Onyemata, Davenport, Teron Armstead. Am I missing anybody? I mean, it's just mountains of losses, bro.
Starters, bro. Like starters.
Like starters. Like these aren't backup players. These are starters. So and for them, the hurricane and all that shit, for them to just be 3-2 and have a prospect. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Some players are coming back, man. Like, Eric McCoy coming back is going to be huge.
Huge.
Mike Thomas probably a little bit down the line, but he's coming. Traquan Smith, we'll see. Teron Armstead shouldn't be too long. Davenport shouldn't be too much longer. Onyemata, his suspension almost over. Like those are gonna be some nice huge hits, man. And we'll see how long it takes to get them back integrated. But like it's just some much needed infusion of talent. But in the meantime, we have got to see some of the young guys. Pete Werner. When Quan went out, it was like, okay, what now? We tried Bond season.
Bonfire.
Bonfire lasted about a week.
Hashtag Bonfire is strictly a special teamer right now, bro. Like, how crazy is that? Like a third rounder, strictly a special teamer.
But look, I've been watching Pete Werner, bro. Pete Werner playing, man. Like
you might have to. I don't know if the Brian apology going suffice, Ryan. You might have to do that Nader joint, bro.
Bro, for real. I'm sorry. For real. But I love it, man. I love to see him. I love seeing him play. Like he's not just being where he's supposed to be, man. He's making hits. I'm like, he's laying that stick down. I'm like, okay, Pete. But yeah, defensively, look, I mean, there was some miscues today. Penalties, some of them real, some of them bullshit. Shout out to Lattimore.
Oh my God! Can we talk about him, bro? Can we talk about
him? They said go man up, and hold him down all game,
bro. The end of the game, Tyler Heineke threw that bitch at Scary Terry 3 times in a row, bro. Like
3 times.
Boom, boom, nothing at all. Like I know, and if he kind of had some lapses during the Giants game, but like honestly, besides that and those lapses, which those were big lapses because it led to a touchdown on the Saquon play. Yeah. But like, and I tweeted it, like he has been playing at a top 3 cornerback level.
Yes,
start the season, bro.
And this is why you pay him the big bucks. Games like this is why you pay him the big bucks. Where you just say, "Go do your thing, brother." And
also,
I love seeing.
Also, I love when DA can call the game plan where he's in man-to-man and they not in zone. Right. Like, come on.
It's like, it's like with Belichick with when he had Stephon Gilmore. He might do some things with some of the other players, but with Gilmore, man up. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he does. Like I have a particular set of skills, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I love seeing, and after that 4th down, when he knocked the ball away, talked this little shit that all the Saints players and coaches just
like, they pulled him back because they didn't get a penalty, but then they on the sideline, they was all hyping him up.
They was all hyping him up, man, because they love to see it, bro. Like, everybody wants him to succeed because they know he could be that cornerback. We all do, like fans, everybody. We want him to be that cornerback because we know he has the talent to be it. So I like seeing that. And other than that, I mean, the game went about like I thought it would go. I knew it was going to be an ugly game. Hannigan is, I think it was Ross Tucker that said he's just like Brian Fitzpatrick. He's going to be Hannigan to me, bro. I'm sorry, but he's like Brian Fitzpatrick, bro. He's going to pull the trigger. Like he's going to keep throwing that motherfucker 4th and 10, whatever. Like he's going to throw it. He's gonna run. He's gonna scramble. He's like an annoying quarterback to defend.
Yes, very much so. Bro, you know who this has nothing to do with the game, but you know who he looks exactly like to me. Remember the Black Mirror episode where like you get to pick what the character do, and the guy with the glasses. That's That's exactly who he looks like to me, bro. Like you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, bro. Look like something that was great to see, and shout out to our dude Joy, a big supporter of the podcast and has been for a long time. Is so Taysom gets hurt during the game, gets concussed, with a really bad hit by William Jackson, knocked him out the game, but it forced Sean.
Yes,
he couldn't use any more quarterback powers on short yardage situations, bro. Couldn't do it, and it's like, oh, like, I don't know. Someone listening to the pod and just feeding Sean, like, you know, Sean, they talking about you not getting that in the passing game going. Like, it's a problem. Lo and behold, you know, very much more involved in the passing game, some screens, a great wheel route that he should have caught. Yeah. And then the play to seal the game, you know, that play usually was ran to Taysom, or it's been ran to Taysom a lot from that formation, kind of that boot action. Let's use it. Let's use it with one of the most best running backs in the NFL. And he walks it in for a touchdown. So, and I feel like, I think the big difference in this game compared to the Giants game is in that Giants game, Sean Payton coached scared. Like like that Jameis drive, the 3rd and 2 call with the quarterback power and just running, like it was such a just butt clenching, like, oh, I just hold on. And then you see like this game, it's like I gotta trust my quarterback. Like I gotta be me. I gotta be Sean. And we saw the great pass to Adam Troutman. Adam Troutman had a couple of passes today. I know we've been on Big Fish hard, you know, deservedly so. But he made some great plays in the game. And that drive, and I tweeted it after the drive happened. I just said, "What a drive!" Like that was like, okay, bitches, like we dropped it. I know it was the Washington football team, but with the Saints, bruh, I don't care, bruh. Because
it was almost the game was starting to look just like the Giants game,
bruh. We are allergic to holding 11-point leads, bro.
Bro, when they scored the touchdown, they tried to get the 2-point conversion. Shout out to was that Shy Tuttle?
I missed the 2-point conversion, but I missed the play, so I don't know who
smacked the ball down, so prevented that 2-point. But it was like that could have been. It would have been a 3-point game if they scored that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like here we go again. So
it was feeling deja vu-ish, Ryan. Like oh Lord.
But for them to respond with that drive, it was like, okay. Then, you know, the defense, one thing you can't say about the defense, man, they've been getting turnovers, bro. They've been getting the ball. And it's not like just one guy. It's been like multiple guys. Debo, PJ got a pick today.
Not the hero that we wanted, Ryan.
It's the one you need, bro.
The one you need, bro.
What you deserve.
And shout out to Don't Back Me, bro. Like he had a bad game last game against the Giants, got cooked. And I've been saying we need to see more, we need to see more Bradley Roby. And
they did. Roby played quite a bit today. Too.
He did. But don't back me, bro. He's a player, man. Like there's gonna be up and downs with him as a rookie, but that's just the nature of the cornerback position in general.
And it's such a, because like I know you were saying, we need to go with Roby, and I was like, yeah, but it's like you really can't go wrong either way because it's such a fine line because you want guys to get experience, especially cornerbacks, because it's like you cannot learn that position except by playing, period. But at the same time, you can't try to win games. So it's like
right. That's what the whole dilemma is for me, man. It's like which one are we doing?
So it's like you balance. So I like how they did it. They let a Debo play. They they got Roby in there more. It looked like that. I couldn't really tell, but it looked like they had Chauncey playing a little more safety. So I mean, it's interesting. I would like to see them. Man, they got to do something about this pass rush. I mean, I know, like,
Let's talk
hey,
about it, bro.
Davenport coming back, but like, look, Davenport ain't gonna be the be all of the pass rush. Like,
what I got in my mentions, was, that's it's gonna get better with Onyemata. Like, Onyemata is for sure gonna provide some interior rush that is sorely lacking, and they'll for sure do more stunts and things like that with him. But if you're counting on two firsts to be the savior for pass rushing,
what are you doing? What?
Like we know how he gonna come back. He gonna have like a game where he's absolutely dominant, and then he's gonna have a game where he's very quiet, and he's gonna get hurt again, bro. Like what? Like come on.
Like come on now. Like he's not dependable. Like we know that much. Like say whatever you want about his talent, whatever, but we know he's not dependable at this point. Maybe that changes down the line. Who knows? But right now he ain't. So we need more from Cam Jordan.
Oh,
we need more. I mean, who first?
Come
on, bro. Bro.
Everyone else this draft class, Pete Warner looking pretty good. Adebo done made plenty of plays.
All I see is Peyton Turner just getting washed out every time. And they were running at him today. They were running at him and Tano. And they kept running the same plays, actually. It was just like, Jesus, can we stop this little
out? Yep.
That's like when they suck them in and they go at us, like, what the hell? But, still, hopefully they can get that, the defensive line going again. Because there were times like, I was like, Jesus, this is like a perfect pocket.
Forever to throw. And that's more of a credit kind of to the secondary for them to be able to hold up as much as they were able to.
Oh man, that's for the secondary to play like that without applying the pressure. That says a lot, man. So that's the defense is gonna get better. Had a rough last week, kind of bounced back this week. Offensively, look, man, like statistical stat wise, look, Jameis is doing as best as you could ask for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just off the statistics. Now, watching the game, there are times when he's not accurate with the football. He misses high. You could kind of nitpick a decision here and there.
There are also times where it just seems like he doesn't get a lot of help.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. And then you look at who he's throwing to, and it's just like, ugh. So, I know we hammer this point like pretty much every week. So I'm not going to hammer it too much, but it's like, yeah, man, it's like it's like every time we look at the other team and dudes just like making plays, man, like they freaking, double, putting the toes down, the toe tap drag, whatever.
Bro, do you know how disgusting it is to watch like a Cowboys game, bro?
Oh man, it's like, come on, man, can we make some plays here? Like, yeah, we made some plays, but it's like then Deontay Harris got hurt. I was like, oh my God, are you serious?
You know how that story is, bro.
You know it, bro.
Neck, hamstring, it's something.
But hopefully, it was a hamstring, so hopefully that's something that can get healed over the bye week. Hopefully it's nothing torn or nothing like that. Like you said, Taysom went out. He looked like he was going to be involved in the pass game quite a bit today.
We got to have a conversation about Ryan Ramczyk, bro. We need to have it.
Yeah, man. Like,
gotta have it, bro.
It's kind of rough, man.
Like it was flying under the radar a little bit, but like now, like it's starting to be.
It's hard to tell. I've seen, like, I know Nick Underhill has done some analysis, where some of it is like switching off with Dark Morton and stuff like that. So it's really hard to tell. But sometimes I'm watching him and he's just getting beat,
bro. Like that Hail Mary. If you watch that play, the jump Chase Young had at the snap. Whew, goodness, bro. Like he was toasted from the beginning. Like the reason that play worked is Jameis avoided the pressure, stepped up, threw a great ball, what have you. But like, bruh.
But can we talk about the Hail? Like, we got a Hail Mary.
Come on, man.
The New Orleans Saints caught a Hail Mary pass.
Us, bruh. Us.
Can't believe it.
Us. And it was needed, bro. Like, if we didn't have that play, we probably didn't win the game.
Oh, man, because I just knew Sean was just going to run a play, a little, dump off, run to the sideline.
And then we were going to kick a field goal and miss the fuck out that
bitch. Like a 56-yarder and make
Washington would have blocked it, returned it for it.
So I was so glad Sean Payton just said, fucking take a shot, man. Like, come on now. Let's just go.
And it worked out, man. It worked out. It was a huge play. They needed it. I feel like every week we've seen a little bit more from Callaway. Like a little bit more. Like, it's just building and building. He had 2 touchdown game today. There's some plays, again, going back to, we could be nitpicky, where it's like that back shoulder, like, bro, like, you gotta fight. We got to fight back to the ball.
Right.
And that's, we talked about Jameis not getting help, but I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be this guy, Ryan. I'm not this person as a fan, besides when it was glaring obvious. But can we talk about 2 horrible officiating calls in this fucking game?
Oh, man.
The first one being like the Seals-Jones catch on the sideline. That was clearly not a catch on 3rd and 10.
It was not a catch. It was not a catch. Clearly not a catch. Everybody saw. Everybody looking knew it wasn't.
Nope. Play stands. Catch. First down. Okay. And then the play where Terry McLaurin falls on the ground, Tyler Heineke's scrambling, and like he gets up and he clearly was throwing the ball away. He's clearly throwing the ball away. And it wasn't even catchable. And to call defensive pass interference on that play, and it led to a touchdown, and it kept the Washington football team in the game.
It's huge.
People, like, if you have not learned your lesson in terms of detaching yourself away from the game of football, this is why we tell you, because there are so many factors that you do not control. There are tons. And when easy plays, clear as day, should be called or shouldn't be called, it can be the opposite, and it can completely change the whole tone of the game.
Yeah. No, completely. That one there really blew me though. That one, the Lattimore, like, to me, because it wasn't even PI to begin with. Even if the ball was like,
correct,
even if the ball wasn't played, it was not. I mean, that wasn't PI. I was just like, what the hell? He literally dove at him with his hands like up, like, look, I'm not touching. It's like, it's just like, man, the refs, like, they've ruined the game for me, bro. They really ruined the game. And shit really got scary. Big Creek. I mean, Big Creek was finally having a decent game today, but then I don't know what he was thinking. It's just like,
this nigga like to touch booties, but he can't stick a hand out. Like a football, bro.
I mean, he just rushes the kicker. I'm like, what are you doing?
If you don't stick your creepy hand out there and hit that ball, Negro.
You got to use your imagination, bro.
Remember Little Giants with the guy the little boy that couldn't catch, and he had to envision the toilet paper. It's not gonna be like a white girl booty ain't supposed to be touching, bro. Just smack that thing, bro.
Smack it. Like, you should know how to smack it. Oh man, that really blew me, bro.
And that also, like, that led to a touchdown for the Washington football team, bro.
Yeah. It was one of those games where, like, these little moments really could have changed the game. It could have, like, easily been like a Saints thump where they thumped them, or it could have been like the other way around.
Yes,
because Washington, luckily the defense held up in the red zone a couple of times when they got close.
Huge times.
Those were huge stops.
And I know we've been kind of hard on this defense just because I think our expectations are as fans, and even kind of the Green Bay performance really may have skewed things a little bit. But we just expect a lot from this defense, right? But and like you said, to your point, there were times where Washington had a very short field, like the Jameis interception where they were able just to hold him to 3, the fumble, Jameis fumble, like they did enough. They made enough plays in this game where the Saints were able to win. There were times though in the game, especially in the third quarter, I think you said on the last pod we did, like, man, like it just sometimes feel like the offense just putting the defense out there to just
man. That's like when it gets to like late in the game and
to just
like,
drive, bro.
Because I think Jameis had like a stretch where he just like he didn't connect on like 10 passes.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was getting rough, and I'm like, oh, the defense got to go back out there again. And you got to understand the way defenses are very sensitive to snaps. So you really have to control the amount of snaps they play because it's like such a read and react type of game for defenses. And once you start getting gas, man, you start missing tackles, your eyes start getting a little lazy, and it gets just bad. So, but it was, even when I thought that PJ got a pick, I was like, oof. It was like, okay. It's like, okay, we do got some dogs in there, you know what I'm saying? And so, it's gonna be that type of season. Like, we're really gonna have to depend on the defense to like make plays, and they have. Like, they've been getting picks. I think we're third. I got to see after this week, we're probably third in the league in turnovers. I think we're top 2 in turnover ratio. That wins football games, man.
It does, man. It does. It really does. Feel like I gotta give a shout out to Cesar Ruiz. Put together some back-to-back pretty decent. I mean, again, this is me not, digging in the all 22 and seeing the hog mollies. No, I don't have time to do that. Not my job. But just from, I guess, a little more than casual observer view of just watching the game unfold, he's done a lot better these last 2 weeks. Also, shout out to Pete for stepping on Jameis's ankle
on the interception.
No, that was a fumble, I think.
Oh, that was a fumble.
One of them. I don't know. Pete, bro.
Put his big gorilla foot almost broke, like, bro. And Pete.
Pete gone Pete. Period.
Pete gonna catch these hands, bro. I'm telling you.
You gonna have to box Pete up, bro.
And that motherfucker, I still can't get over him on a retweet that PFF. want to fucking put some laughing emojis on there. Motherfucker, yeah, we laughed.
He put the eyes. Okay. Yeah. All right, bro. Okay. Sure. Okay, buddy. I will say this though. Like the schedule, like think about this. The schedule that the Saints have had, like these quarterbacks that they faced, they let Daniel Jones kind of turn them apart, but they've been able to face Taylor Heineke, backup quarterback. After a bye, they get to face Geno Smith. That's a lot better than Russell Wilson.
I'd take that any day.
I'm just saying, as a fan, like when you have breaks go that way for you as a team, like you gotta take advantage of them. It's a must. It's a must.
And then after the Seahawks game is Tampa Bay, right?
Yes, because I believe that's the Halloween game.
Game.
That's right. Yeah. And so you know what's funny? I have no doubt in my mind that they are going to be hype as fuck for that Tampa Bay game.
No question. No question.
What were your – go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, overall, what were your thoughts in terms of even with having missing pieces on offense, Sean having the mindset of opening the playbook up?
I loved it, man. I think he realized it I don't know if anybody told him, but I know he had to sit and realize it when he watched that game last week. He had to, because that was not him. Like, be Sean Payton, man. Like, even though being Sean Payton, that could get you in trouble too sometimes. I'd rather you fail like that than fail,
Yes.
being ultra conservative and
Yes.
Being coaching scared. Like, I'd never want to see that.
Yeah, it was shocking to see, bro. It was shocking to see.
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, I think he needs to. I think he needs to understand that. I mean, look, Jameis gonna make some mistakes, but look, Drew Brees made mistakes. Drew Brees had seasons where he threw 20+ interceptions.
Yes.
But what I want to see from Jameis, and even my wife pointed this out, and she watches football, she knows football, but
shout out Bree.
Bree, but even she doesn't study the game like we do or whatever. But even she knows she was basically saying like it's all feast and famine with Jameis. It's like
completely, bro.
Completely. Like where are the layups? You know what I'm saying? Like
he doesn't have like perfect example. And shout out to Bree to making this point was. And can we get some love to Jay Feely, like a former kicker, was out there killing it in the.
Oh, he was awesome, man. He was awesome.
Shout out to Jay Feely. But the perfect point was there was a play where I think the play ended up being an incomplete pass, and he was like, Jameis missed AK, matched up on a linebacker, and AK had beat him. And right, yeah, I just think his mentality as a player and as a thrower is, I want to make the big play. And I don't know if it's the offensive line not giving him enough time to maybe go through his reads quickly enough to then come back to AK. Because if you look at later Drew Brees, especially with the arm strength issues, his first read was AK, right? Like, it was like, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But with Jameis, it's the exact opposite. He's saying, who deep? And then by the time he works his way back to Alvin, either the pressure has gotten there or maybe he's not open anymore and those layups aren't there anymore.
Right. Exactly. So it's like, that was really my question with Jameis coming into the season. I knew he would have the big plays. I knew it. I mean, I knew that's part of his game and he could make those throws. But my question was, can he sustain offense, over a game, just boom, 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 just keep it going. And they opened it up for him this game. Like, when they started the game, it was pass. Like, Sean was like, see? Like I told him.
Right? They kind of, Jay Feely made that point, too. Like, see, Negroes? See what happens when I open the offense up? Hope y'all niggas happy.
But I love that after Jameis threw that pick, when he got back on the field, they let him air it out for a shot play to Devontae Harris. So I just love that. I love that he did that. I love that Sean Payton didn't shrink, or Jameis. Neither of them shrunk in the moment. So
it just shows confidence, man. Like, I trust you as a player.
Right. But it was funny seeing him and Sean and Jameis kind of just, go back and forth on the sideline a couple of times. You know Sean Payton, how he is on game day. I wouldn't make much out of it.
Everybody the enemy.
Yeah, but I mean, the game was stressful though, bro. Especially, I think it was after the play where Jameis broke out on the scramble.
Bro, why don't you? I was just like, come on, you got to just run and get that. And I know that's what Sean was telling him.
It's like, go.
He's like, go get it. Like, it's a first down. Like, go.
He tried to throw to Chris Hogan, man. It's just those things that Jameis does sometimes. Like, man, what you doing, man?
Just go get it. But then he'll make a good play and convert like a third down, by running.
Right. Yeah.
Good win to be 3-2. Still have that. So I know I shouldn't riot. Still have that. We should be 4-1. Feeling right.
I know, man.
It's. I don't think I can shake. I probably won't shake it all season. But like, reinforcements are coming, and it's kind of hard because we're hard on this team a bit, I would say, but we have not been able to fully grade this team because it's been incomplete because so many players are missing. Like, we haven't to fairly judge them as a team. we got to be able to see all the pieces out there. Give me the whole, let me see a couple of games, full offensive line, healthy, Mike Thomas back, Traquan back, 2 firsts back, and we might see and I'm sure we will, just a completely different team, man. Because that's just so much talent that's just been missing for weeks upon weeks.
Huge, bro. Huge. So I can't wait to see that. So we got a bye week coming.
Stress-free football.
I love it, man. I can't wait.
And even for someone who doesn't get stressed during Saints games anymore,
right?
Like just to not worry about them, bro. Like it's the best feeling. It's the best feeling. Anything else? I mean, I know we were both heavily in the Saints game. I didn't really see a lot from the earlier game. I will say though, shout out to our dude Joey again, who came up with the idea of the Discord. Yeah. If you're a Patreon member, Discord was popping during game day.
Yeah, man, talking mad shit.
A fun time. So if you I know we can make it like a voice channel or whatever, but if you're a Patreon donator, if you want to, it's on our Patreon page. So if you just want to join the Discord channel, you have access to it. The invites on the Patreon page. If you want to join, become a Patreon donator, and you can get the channel link invite in there. This is our first official recap show that we've done, being a part of Minute Media, Fansided, the official podcast of Who Dat Dish. I mean, we got things in store. Something that I do want to do next week is, especially because it's the bye week, I think that's a great time for Ryan and I to do our first Patreon only, Q&A pod. I don't know how many questions we'll take, but we're going to try to do a good 30, 40-minute episode that's just going to go straight to the Patreon page where we're answering. If you guys have questions, shoot them our way. I think the best way would probably be to put them on Patreon so they don't get lost on Twitter or whatever. But that said, 3-2, man. You can't really ask for more as a fan, especially for everything that this team has been through.
Really can't, man. Really can't. And they're in a good position, man. So just gotta see where it plays out from here. Like I said, those injuries, those players that come back, man. I can't wait to see the Wednesday injury report after the bye week. That's what I want to see. Ooh. And the transactions.
Yeah, like we'll see if Mike Thomas is eligible to come off PUP after week 6?
Yeah.
So that's after. Yeah, that'll be after next Sunday, right? Am I tripping? Because today's week 5.
Right.
Okay, so his period of window of open starts. Okay, got it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, man, it'll be fascinating to see. Man, we're gonna get Nick Bennett back, bro. We ain't talking about Nick Bennett.
I forgot about Nick, man.
Right.
He's gonna help in the pass game, and especially the pass blocking game, man.
Yeah, maybe it seems a little silly and underrated, but maybe him coming back to the team can free up Adam Troutman to be more of a pass catcher. Like, please.
Yeah, please, because no.
Oh, all right. Think that's it. Saints fans, enjoy the week. If you're a Saints fan and an LSU fan, you're sick individuals. Nothing's better than going through the timeline when LSU is losing, bro. Just
hilarious, bro.
Hilarious. That said, enjoy the win. Enjoy the bye week. We will be back this upcoming week, even though the Saints don't have a game. They're obviously not a preview episode. So we're going to do something for our Patreon donators in terms of a Q&A episode, and then we'll do something to, everything else. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something like a little episode to keep you guys engaged. Anyway, enjoy. With that, we're out.
Peace.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Baker's, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Baker's worth it every time. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.